Right. Hey, like everybody, you've had challenges in your life. You've made them public in a way that's helped a lot of people fight with opioid addiction, similar to the struggles Max Hall went through in his days in the NFL. Max is going to join us a bit later tonight. But your challenges began when you were at BYU, and you're winning that fight, and we congratulate you. So my question is this: how powerful and healing is the medicine of serving others when you're fighting or controlling your own demons at the same time? Because you've done a lot of service that way.
That is it. That's the medicine. And I'm so glad you're having Max on. I'm such a huge fan of Max and how he has come through this and the work that he's doing. And I follow him somewhat from a distance and have a great admiration for what he is doing. Because I remember when that story broke and I was like, wow, man, that could have been me so easily. And so to see what he's doing, but for me, as the opportunity I get as a counselor now at RDU, having gone back and gotten my substance use disorder counseling degree, those are the best moments that I have from my own sobriety standpoint. Is those moments where I'm teaching this and I'm sharing my experience. And I think one of the biggest things when you're going through it is it feels so literally hopeless. Like there's no way, because and we're strong men, and you think I can overcome anything, but you cannot overcome this thing. It is so powerful, and you've watched lives crumble with guys that you admire, and it's like, how could this happen to this person? Like, this thing will take you down. Having come through on the other side and having overcome it, and I didn't overcome it. This is, my Savior, Jesus Christ, and the atonement, and my relationship one-on-one with my Creator, with God. And so being able to share that with somebody and give them some hope, like, you know what? I know how bad it is because I've been there. I mean, I know how bad it is in a very real way. You can get out of this. I tell people that I'm working with, I said, the bad news is that you don't have what it takes, but the good news is neither do I. And you can get through this, but you're going to have to turn it over to God and let God fight this battle. It's a battle that he's already won. I appreciate, let me just share a little bit of that, because it's been such a powerful part of my life. And I'm so grateful for Max. I hope to do something at some point with him. Yeah. So let him know that I'm admiring him from afar, and I'm so proud of the work that he's doing.
We'll mention it to him when we're on with him later. They've started this facility down there that helps people, and they're expanding that. And we have to mention too, like, you're a licensed substance abuse disorder counselor. You went back and got your degree in that. Licensed, do a lot of work in that area. We have to go be like a guest counselor and work with Max down there. Our two guys that we're so proud of and we love so much. That's really, really cool that you're doing that. And we're really, really proud of all that you've come through and what you've done and what a great example you've been. It's amazing, both you and Max. So
for someone who's struggling with some of this and needs some help, what should they do? Where should they go? Who should they call?
Yeah, the first thing is you got to get to a point where you're willing to reach out, because it's so hard. Because like I said, so for so many of us, where we got this pride that's part of our makeup, and it's almost counterintuitive to try to ask somebody for help. It's embarrassing to ask somebody for help. So if you're struggling, find somebody that you can confide in. Let them know, like, hey, I need some help. Like, this thing is kicking my trash, and I don't know what to do or how to do it. And if you can admit that, then that's the first step, right? The first step is to admit that we have a problem. Just get an assessment, because just like any other disease, there's different stages, and you can catch it at different stages. Typically, we wait until it's stage 4 per se, before we seek the help that we need. And then you might need residential and some intensive treatment. But you can catch this earlier than that and get into some outpatient treatment and some counseling. The first thing that you do is just reach out to somebody. To the resources, you can find resources on the internet, and of course, rdu.com or any of the different treatment centers that are out there.
Great. Max Hall is with us. Before we get to your keys to the game for Saturday night, Alema Harrington was on the show earlier tonight, and another one of our friends, been through a lot of challenges and conquered similar demons that you've conquered. He did say that, one, say hello, and two, he'd love to work with you and come down and spend some time with your foundation and all the things that you have going on, as he's equally as involved in treatment for folks dealing with opioid struggles. But Alema is another one of the great guys who've overcome so many things, and both of you out doing a lot of good.
I love Alema. And I remember right when I was going through my thing and I got out, he was one of the guys who reached out and let me know what he was doing and what he was all about. And, I would love to hook up with him. So yes, we got to get in touch somehow, and I'd love to work with him. But
we'll put you guys together, because he was like, yes. He just said, he says, I love Max. I appreciate Max. And Alema went back to school and got his degree in that area and got certified. He's a licensed counselor. And he's doing a lot of great things. And he says it's medicine for him to be in that, along with doing all of his stuff with hosting all the jazz shows and do all that he does. He's doing this other thing on the side. He's like, I got to get together with Max. I love what he's doing. We told him we'd mention that to you and that somehow we'd hook you guys up.